Hello! Today I'll be talking about Exploud, the final evolution of Whismur, who evolves into Loudred, who evolves at level 40. Its previous PYC dates are December 17th, 1996, October 8th, 1999, July 29th, 2002, May 19th, 2005, March 9th, 2008, December 29th, 2010, October 19th, 2013, August 9th, 2016, May 31st, 2019, and March 21st, 2022. As I've mentioned over the last 2 days, I prominently remember an episode of the Gen 3 or 4 era of the anime, where Ash and friends find a Whismur alone, and it starts to cry, which leads to a Loudred or Exploud, which is presumably its parent, finding it. I always thought it was sweet to show a threatening-looking Pokémon as caring. As for Exploud's design, while it certainly looks threatening, I feel like it would fit well with the experiments in Lilo and Stitch, which is interesting since the film was likely in development at the same time as the Gen 3 games, and the series wouldn't come out until several months after Ruby and Sapphire were released in North America. It's also interesting because there's an experiment whose ears are similar to Loudred's and also act as speakers. Anyway, let's get into the Bulbapedia article. Hello and welcome to the Bulbapedia section of the video. Today we're talking about Exploud, the loud noise Pokemon. His number is 0 to 195. This is what it looks like. Its type is normal, ability, soundproof. Scrappy's its inability. Gender ratio is 50-50, catch rate is 45 or 11.9%. Breeding is A groups, monster and field, hatch time 20 cycles. Height is 4 foot 11 or 1.5 meters. Weight is 185.2 pounds or 84 kilograms. Basic experience yield is 184 in Gen 3 through 4 and 221 in 5+. Leveling grade is medium slow, EV yield is 3 in HP. Shape is that, footprint is that. Pokedex color is blue. Again, I'd say it's probably more purple, but I get it. Base friendship is 70. Exploud is a normal type Pokemon introduced in Gen 3. It evolved from Loudred starting at level 40. It is the final form of Whismur. Biology, Exploud is a blue bipedal Pokemon with a large mouth. It has red eyes, a stubby nose, and 2 peg-like teeth in each jaw. It has protruding tubes with holes along its body, 7 forming a crest on top of its head, 1 on each elbow and knee, 2 along its back, and 1 at each end of its 2 tails. The tubes along its head, crest, and tails are tipped with yellow, while the ones along its back have yellow semicircular patterns on either side. There are 2 yellow semicircular markings on its belly, but they are rarely seen due to its giant mouth. Its arms have 3 thin stripes below its elbows and 3 fingers. Each foot has 4 claws, 3 in the front and 1 in the back, and a yellow paw pad. Exploud uses the tubes on its body to draw in air and increase its noise-based attacks. Its bellowing is capable of triggering earthquakes and can be heard from over 6 miles away. While it only raises its voice when it is in battle, it can also communicate its feelings to others by producing whistle-like sounds. In the past, Exploud was used by distant cities as a way of communication. It lives in caves. Evolution, Exploud evolves from Loudred and is the final form of Whismur, so Whismur, Loudred, Exploud. Game data, Pokedex entries. In Gen 3 Ruby, Exploud triggers earthquakes with the tremors it creates by bellowing. If this Pokemon violently inhales from the ports on its body, it's a sign that it is preparing to let loose a huge bellow. Sapphire, Exploud communicates its feelings to the others by emitting whistle-like sounds from the tubes on its body. This Pokemon only raises its voice when it is in battle. Emerald, it has sound-generating organs all over its body. It communicates with others by adjusting the tone and volume of the cries it emits. Fire Red and Leaf Green, it emits a variety of sounds from the holes all over its body. Its loud cries can be heard from over 6 miles away, or 10 kilometers. In Gen 4 Diamond Pearl Platinum, its howls can be heard over 6 miles away. It emits all sorts of noises from the ports on its body. Heart Gold and Soul Silver, its roar in battle shakes the ground like a tremor, or like an earthquake has struck. The Gen 5 Pokedex entries are Diamond Pearl and Platinums. In Gen 6, so is X's. Y is Heart Gold and Soul Silver's entry. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, basically Ruby and Sapphires, but Exploud and Pokemon are now the correct casing. In Gen 8, Sword. In the distant past, people would use the loud voices of these Pokemon as a means of communication between distant cities. Shield. This Pokemon can do more than just shout. To communicate with others of its kind, it'll emit all sorts of sounds from the holes in its body. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl is its Diamond and Pearl counterpart. Game locations. Side game locations and events. Stats. Base stats will compare Gens 3 through 5 and 6 onward, so HP 104, that stays the same. Attack 91, that stays the same. Defense 63, that stays the same. Special attack 91, that stays the same. Special defense 63, that went up to 73. Speed 68, Let's say the same for a total of 480 and a total of 490. Pokeathlon stats. Type effectiveness, damage normally by normal, flying, poison, ground, rocks, bug, steel, fire, water, grass, electric, psychic, ice, dragon, dark, and fairy. Weak to fighting for double, immune to ghost, resistant to nothing. Notes if this Pokemon is given a ring target, the effectiveness of ghost type moves is 1. So go from 0 to 1. Learn set by leveling up. We'll do this Evo here and then go down to 40. So upon evolution, you get Crunch, 45 Uproar, 54 Screech, 63 Hyper Voice, 72 Boom Burst, and 81 Hyper Beam. By TM/TR, we're skipping both games. Yeah, by breeding, we're skipping both games. By tutoring, in the Sword and Shield expansion pass, you get Terrain Pulse. It's a special, normal type move. Its power is 50, accuracy is 100, and PP hit is 10. By prior evolution, by transfer from another generation, 4, you get Captivate, that doesn't work anymore. 6 and 7, you get Confide. 3, you get Counter, Defense Curl. 3 through 7, you get Double Team. 3, you get Double Edge and Dynamic Punch. 3 through 7, you get Frustration, that doesn't work anymore. 4, you get Headbutt. 3 through 7, you get Hidden Power, that doesn't work anymore. 5 and 6, you get Incinerate. 3, you get Mimic. 3 and 4, you get Mud Slap. 4, you get Natural Gift, that doesn't work anymore. 6, you get Power Up Punch. 3, you get Psych Up. 3 through 7, you get Return, that doesn't work anymore. 5 and 6, you get Rock Smash. 3 and 4, you get Rollout. 3, 4, and 6, you get Secret Power, that doesn't work anymore. 3, you get Seismic Toss. 3, 4, 6, and 7, you get Shock Wave. 5 through 7, you get Smackdown. 3 through 7, you get Smelling Salts, that doesn't work anymore. 5 and 6, you get Strength. 3 through 7, you get Swagger. 5 through 7, you get Synchro Noise, that doesn't work anymore. 3, in an event, you get Teeter Dance. 3 through 7, you get Torment and Toxic. And 3, 4, 6, and 7, you get Water Pulse. Side game data, you got all this, okay. Pokemon Ranger, the browser entry. Exploud creates an ear-splitting racket that makes it impossible to do anything. Evolution data, Whismur, level 20. Loudred, level 40, Exploud. Sprites here, so, yes, you got this. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. A little bit different colors, I think, but more or less the same. Kind of got this purple, I guess, for this. A little more different purple for the shiny in Gen 4. More or less the same. See a little wackiness of its back sprite. Gen 5, you get the full back sprite. You get to see the tails better. It's kind of fun. This is another one I don't think I've ever actually seen the back sprite of. Or the back of. Yeah, I got that. I won't change it. The eyes seem to become more pink. It kind of keeps it red. Then they kind of go back to a little bit more red. I don't know. You can see the belly, which you almost never get to see. You kind of got to see it a little bit in the sprites here when it closes its mouth. But yeah, because we get these models. Pretty good models, I'd say. A little, I don't know, more cartoony, at least like this, I don't know, than threatening, but kind of a crotchety old man. Yeah, got this, yeah, got these, yeah. In animation, Exploud and Pokemon, the series, XY, got all these. Pokedex entries, this first one I've recorded for the anime section, so I'll let Mace Pokedex read it.
Exploud, the loud noise Pokemon. Exploud is able to incite earthquakes with its powerful voice. Once it sucks in air through the holes all over its body, a loud attack is sure to follow.
In Black and White, episode 139, in Ash's Pokedex. Exploud, the loud noise Pokemon. Exploud can produce a wide variety of sounds, which are so loud that they can be heard more than 6 miles away. A manga, Exploud and Pokemon Adventures, with a couple louder. We saw this image yesterday. In the TCG. Trivia, Exploud can learn the most sound-based moves out of any Pokemon with 11. Origin, Exploud seems to be based on a pipe organ, a musical instrument known for its loud volume and many tubes. It may also draw inspiration from various other wind instruments, horns, loudspeakers, or a megaphone. The shape of its head is similar to the frills of Ceropsid skulls, most notably Styracopsaurus, while its mouth and teeth are similar to the jaws of a hippopotamus. The curved yellow markings on its stomach and back resemble the stylized sound waves on a volume icon. Name origin. Exploud may be a combination of explode and loud. Bakuon may be a combination of bakuon, sound of an explosion, and ongaku, music, king, or gong, a loud percussion instrument. In other languages. External links, let's move on. Now let's watch Exploud's first scene in the anime. Hello and welcome to the anime portion of the video. Today we are watching episode 340, quite fittingly, Exploud and Clear. In this episode, Ash Ketchum, the main character, and family companions Brock, Max, and May, as well as his faithful Pokemon Pikachu, have met Guy, another trainer, with a Loudred, and Guy and Ash have battled between his Loudred and Ash's, Trico. And mid-battle, it seems that they are evolving, both of them.
What's wrong with you? Loudred's starting to evolve!
There's...
Grovyle!
Yep, there's Grovyle.
Trico evolved too!
Exploud.
Hey, look at that! My Loudred is now an Exploud!
Again, I would say that is, Exploud's first scene in the anime. Let's move on. Now let's see why other people love Exploud. Now let's look at fan art. Hello and welcome to the fan art section of the video. Nobody sent in fan art, so instead we're looking at DeviantArt fan art. For those of you who aren't familiar with the series, what we do is we go through these images until we find an image that doesn't contain an Exploud. These first 3 images don't contain an Exploud, so we'll go on to this 4th one. So this is Exploud by Zawis54. It's got a stylized Exploud here. Very well done. Piece of art. Kind of angry. This is Exploud by My Marshlands. A little bit more purple than the other one. But yes, very well done. Also very angry. This doesn't contain an Exploud, so we'll move on. Thanks to everyone who submitted fan art. I won't be streaming tonight, as I need to wait until I talk about Skitty before I can evolve Loudred into Exploud. Tomorrow I'll be talking about Makuhita. As always, this is my proper outfit, and you'll see me tomorrow.